Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So first I want to address a couple of things. I know some people mentioned in my comments that they don't like my piercings, and that a couple of people don't like my headscarf. So I just want to acknowledge that I got that comment, and yeah, I don't know what else. That's all I have to say about it, is that yeah, it just is what it is. I'm not wearing any makeup today because I'm just kind of having a like whatever day. But anyways, so what I wanted to bring to you guys' attention today is I know a lot of us are parents and we have young boys, and I did a video earlier. I'm gonna try to find it really quick just since I'm referencing it. Yeah, you know, I was really hoping that my computer wouldn't run super slow today, but it is, and I don't know why, but I guess it's not going too bad. Just want to show you guys the video that I'm talking about, because if I don't show you guys will be like, what is she talking about? And so I'm just gonna go in here on my videos. And where is the one? This one. So I did this video about the school teacher that was charged with child rape, where she was initially charged with child rape, but they did not give her that for having a sexual relationship with a 14-year-old at the time. And so let's get out of that. I'm just gonna close out of that one. So the reason why I want to bring this to your attention, because I usually you know, I watch 2020 a lot, which shows you so much white degeneracy. Like if you want to know what white people are up to, watch 2020. It really shows it. I was really pissed at them on the way they did that story with that lady that I just showed you. That one was poorly done. It was horrible, just wretched. And which is what they do if it has anything to do with a black person, and they can villainize the black person, even if the black person is the victim and it is a child. They still do whatever they can to criminalize the child, the black child. If it was a white child, the story's different. So what I wanted to show you today is we really need to start rethinking who it's dangerous to have our kids around. Like, you go drop your kids off at school and they're if my son has a white teacher, I'm talking to that teacher, I'm in her face. She not like in her face, but she knows that I'm there, and I'm really I'm talking to her and having meetings with her, and she knows that I'm very involved, because we really can't trust the people that we think we can. Okay, it is honestly an epidemic of white women being pedophiles, and our young boys are not protected, and like, I'm not even talking about like where, you know, they're dating a white woman or something like that. I'm talking about when these women are in authoritative positions and they are taking advantage of that and having sexual relationship with these children. the video that I'm going to show you, and I'm not going to show you the whole video, I'm just going to show you the part where they give some examples of some other women, just to tell you that I'm not just pulling this. And it's really interesting to see these women, that they're predators. And it's not, white supremacist terrorism is not just men. It's definitely not just men, okay? These women are predators, okay? And sometimes we'll wonder, oh, you know, why white men or why black men date white women. Well, white women go after them, and it's so sad that they go after them as children, you know, as young as 10 and 12 years old. You have these teachers, and they're having sexual relationship with these children, and they're not being prosecuted as they should. You know, the lady on the one that I just showed you, she got 4 months in jail for child rape, for raping a child on a consistent. They had all the evidence necessary to prosecute her to the fullest extent, and they did not do so. Had she been a black woman and had the child been a white child, that woman, that teacher, would be under the prison, okay? So they're not protecting our children. Like, this is disgusting. But anyways, I'm going to play the video really quick so you guys can know what I'm talking about. So hopefully it'll play and not skip and act stupid, but, you know, who knows?
A secret the teacher helped Jimmy keep, but not for long. Suddenly, a disturbing phone call from the principal.
You can find in the other teacher.
So this story is a predator teacher. She's having a sexual relationship with a middle school child. Okay, so he was 12 when she started being sexually. Maybe he was 14, but when she met him, he was 12. He's in middle school. Okay, my son will be in middle school, you know, in 2 years. So it's not. Middle schoolers are very young. They're just not even really getting into themselves. They don't really know much about life or what's going on. But these are the parents, and it's their son whose teacher took advantage of him.
Sure. That he had kissed Miss Murray.
Yes. That I kissed Ms. Murray. Yes. That's correct. And then the selfies, the photographs they took of themselves kissing, images that would break a mother's heart. And tonight, for the first time here, we see them after becoming a key part of this case. Then, another major blow. Jimmy and his mother sitting together when suddenly the mother's cell phone goes off. She'd let Jimmy borrow it, and that teacher, Ms. Murray, was now texting Jimmy, but the mother was receiving the message. The teacher's message: you know I love you. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to be happy together. I miss you. A mother looking down at her cell phone, stunned.
I said, Jimmy, I need to go to the restroom. I have to put water on my face. And I said, okay, this is not happening.
And that mother had not even heard the worst of it. When we come back, all of this, suddenly, it's much closer to home.
He says, Mama has something to tell you. That smile you have in your face is going to go away when I tell you this.
You won't believe where this goes next.
I'm trying to kind
She
of
just crossed the line. I put some gloves, and I took everything I can take from my son's bedroom. All
investigators. Jimmy determined to protect his teacher. So
I'm trying to get to the point where they were showing you the other cases.
My brother went first, and then me. I started lying. I started saying, I just kissed her.
The investigator said to you they already knew the truth.
Yes. And I said, okay, and I started telling the truth. I said, yes, I have a relationship with her.
Houston was sentenced.
Former teacher at the spring break.
Okay, so this is better
Over there.
to the
I want to
point.
make sure she'd see us.
Was she in handcuffs?
Oh, yeah.
She was in handcuffs.
Oh, yeah, they had like 60 police.
Finally, for the parents, relief that Miss Murray was locked up and away from Jimmy. But then the new challenge, a son who was falling into a dangerous depression, feeling he was the one guilty for putting the teacher there. Were you having suicidal thoughts?
Yeah, a lot.
What were you thinking?
That maybe if I was going to kill myself, they forgot about this. And
You were thinking if you killed yourself,
yeah,
everyone would forget about this.
yes.
Alex, what's the hardest part for you?
You're dropping off your kid at a psychiatric ward.
Oh,
He's trying
sorry,
to kill
like,
himself. He believes his life is worthless. And you
okay.
feel so helpless.
Year-old
Oh, here
Mary
it
Kay
is.
Letourneau, who had sex with her. She'd let Jimmy borrow it,
See
and
it.
that teacher
And I said, okay, this is not happening.
and that mother had not even heard the worst of it. When we come back, all of this suddenly it's much closer to home.
He says, Mom,
I like find it and then I lose it again.
Male students, names like Deborah LaFave, convicted of abusing a 14-year-old.
So
Mary
here's
Kay
one.
Letourneau, who had
So that was two different ones. I'm trying to get it where you guys can just see these two cases, but I don't know what's going on with the skipping. Let me see.
now Miss Murray, 28, married, and sleeping with a boy who had just come to America with his new parents and his new dreams. And for female teachers entrusted to protect, who instead preyed on their male students.
But do you see that all these teachers are blonde hair, blue-eyed, white women?
Names like Deborah LaFave, convicted of abusing a 14-year-old. Mary Kay Letourneau, who had sex with her 12-year-old student. She famously told the world their love was real.
I felt a very deep love for him.
And tonight, at the head of that infamous class now, Miss Murray, 28, married, and sleeping with the boy who had just come to America with his new parents.
So you see that, let me get out of share. So we see that all of these women are white. And that's three different cases. And that's not in, that's just the ones they mentioned. I remember more off of head, but it's becoming an epidemic. And, you know, these are teachers that got caught. And these are teachers that got charged. But you have to realize where there's smoke, there's fire. So when they're showing you three cases, four, because including the one that I showed you guys earlier, 4 cases of white women, sexual predators, molesting, raping children. That's what they're doing. And so it's really hard to think of, to think this isn't like something that's in their genetic makeup, because it's such an epidemic, and it's just what they're doing, and they feel like it's okay. It's this sense of entitlement. Like, white people have this sense of entitlement that if they want something, that they should be able to have it just solely based on the fact that they're white and they want it. And that's ridiculous. And this is becoming a problem, this entitlement, even in the white community, because that's why there's so many of them on drugs and, you know, shooting heroin and meth and doing the whole Oxycontin thing. Because when you have a group of people that are told from the very beginning that they're entitled to everything that they want, that they're the supreme race, they're the most beautiful, they're the smartest people in existence, and that they should have whatever they want, and then realize, I mean, reality is reality. When they realize, okay, I'm not that smart, I'm not faster, I'm not better than anybody else, but why am I not getting everything I want? Because you told me that I was entitled. Like, this is my American dream. America's mine. I can do whatever I want to. So here's another thing that you need to also notice. All of these children are melanated children on every case. Okay, so you have to look at who they're victimizing, and then you have to look at who they are. And so when they're sitting there feeling entitled, definitely, I'm a melanated, I'm white, and this kid is, you know, he's ethnic, he's a minority or whatever. I don't even know what that term means, but he's brown skinned. Why can't, if I want him, he's mine, he's my possession. There was, you know, we owned humans, so why can't I molest him? Why is this an issue? But when we think of pedophilia and we think of sexual predators and sexual deviants, we're not thinking about white women. That's not what they want you to see, because that's not what they want you to think. They want you to think that clearly is Mexicans. Isn't that what Donald Trump said, that the Mexicans are the rapists and the predators? Well, you see that that's not the case. You see that clearly white women are predators. White women are child rapists. White women are child molesters. That's the reality of it. But they need the narrative to say something different. So we'll tell you that it's Mexicans, even though you can see for yourself, and there's data and there's videos and there's, you know, FBI statistics that show you that these sexual predators are white women and white men. But we want to tell you that they're Mexicans. Okay, so they're pushing their sexual deviancy off on other races. And then on the other side, they want to try to normalize it and you guys really need to pay attention to this, because they're trying to make pedophilia a mental illness. Okay, and you need to realize that what that means is they will no longer prosecute these people for molesting children and for raping children. And you know why they're doing it? Because it's white men and white women that are doing this pedophilia. That's who they are. And them being entitled, it needs to not be illegal, because I don't want to have to put them in jail or prosecute them. We can't prosecute white women and white men. No, so this now has to be a mental disorder, so that you can no longer be legally prosecuted, because it's just, you just need to go to some counseling, or it's just your orientation. Like we have to look at things that they're changing the laws on. And I mean, this is you know, you can look at just the war on drugs and how that has changed to free vending machines of hypodermic needles, and them suing the pharmaceutical companies. So I mean, I digress on that, but we have to look at the way things are, and what verbiage is being used, and what laws are being turned into mental illnesses, because now drug use is now they're making that a mental illness, so they won't go to jail for drugs. Though again, the war on drugs changed. Now it's a mental illness. This is insane. And when I tell you guys white supremacy is terrorism, I'm giving you examples on how it's terrorism. Okay, when you're allowed to go violate a child because you're white, and you just get away with it just because it's something that you want to do, that's terrorism. And it doesn't just, that and the other stuff does not just negatively affect Black people. All those non-racist white people or good white people that are out there should be in an outrage and an uproar about stuff like this. When they see these women get off of molesting and raping a child, and they walk away with a four-month sentence for child rape. Everybody should be outraged. This is crimes against humanity here, and yet we're not prosecuting them. We're giving them these tiny little, you raped this child, 100 times, change his entire existence. Because make no mistake about it, that child is changed for life. That child will never be able to get back his innocence. But we just give them a little slap on the hand. Here's 4 months, and then they get out and they get back with the child. And even on the last video I showed you guys, where she was already told by the court system when she was let out on bond that she needed to stay away from the child. If you guys remember that, And then she went right back and sent 20-some thousand messages and naked pictures and other stuff to this child's phone. Well, this case that I just showed you guys, and I didn't show you guys the whole video, but I will put the link in the description box and you guys can watch it, you know, separately from this. But on that, she was warned, stay away from this child. Okay, what you did is wrong. We're prosecuting you, but we're going to let you out on bail on bond, because they always let them out. That God forbid, you know, our little middle-class white woman spends any time in jail, because they can't do that. If she's Mexican, she's in prison, and black, you're not getting out. You're not getting out. You're going to sit in there and wait for your court date. So they let them right out. They've done it to every last one that does it. And so the thing is, they're setting these precedents to tell these white women, you guys can be molesters. You can molest these children. You can rape these children, because we're going to let you right out, and we're just going to give you the minimum sentence possible, 4 months, and you'll be out molesting another child. That's what we're telling them. That's what we're setting the precedent to these white women, to say, you guys can get away with whatever you want to because you're white women. Go molest kids, and we'll still prop you up and act like you're just the best humans in America. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm like so over this whole white supremacist stance and the terrorism. The fact that they are allowed to be terrorists right here, just run amok, molest kids, rape kids, like, and they're getting away with it. And then they act like they're so shocked when they find it in their own communities, or they're doing it to each other. They're like, oh, Nancy Grace, if you see which she is one of the most disgraceful so-called human beings, and I can't stand her. But she always acts like she is just so shocked when she speaks of these incidents where these women are predators. I've never heard of this. Is unheard of. Oh gosh, I'm showing this. I clearly dropped toothpaste on my shirt. I'm not dirty. I'm just kind of messy. But anyways, they want to sit there and put it on news the way that if they put it on news, they act like it's just a isolated incident, that just a rarity. It never happens. Everyone's shocked. And I'm sitting here thinking, wow, didn't that same story, like, wasn't that last year? Wasn't another white woman molesting a child? So we know it happens, and it happens very often, but they always want to act like it's just so out of a white woman's character to be a predator and a child molester. Well, it isn't. Clearly it's not. Clearly this is what they do. This is who they are. Okay? We need to change our mindset, and when we were looking at these people, we need to, my kid do not spend the night at anybody's house. No. You're not staying after school with any of these white teachers, or I don't care if they're male or female. I don't trust them. Not with my child. And I would just suggest that the Black community get very active and involved in your children's schooling, and seeing who their teachers are, talking to them, being in their face, and letting them know that you are there. Okay, they don't need any one-on-one time to sit in any rooms with your young boys. No, they don't. So this is disgusting. Something needs to be done about this. Okay, we really need, I don't know, but we have to be careful. We can't see these little 23, 24-year-old teachers and think that our 5th and 6th graders are safe. Like, the sad thing is they're not anymore, and that's disgusting. When I can't go drop my son off in school and think that he's going to be safe because we have these predators that are the teachers. And I say now, but I mean, they've been doing this. They've been predators since Black people were stolen from their countries and victimized as slaves. White women and men have been taking sexual, they're taking them for their sexual pleasures. They've been doing it. Like, that's just who they are. It's in their DNA. They've been doing it. And I mean, I guess we really can't expect anything different. And it's just, I can't wrap my head around it, but be very, very, very involved, because we cannot trust these white teachers. I don't care who they are, they cannot be trusted. So it's better safe than sorry. So I always lean on the side of caution, and don't leave your kids alone with these people. No good could ever come of it. No good can come of them keeping your child in a room with them alone. So just we really have to watch what happens and be very involved in our children's life. Boys or girls, it doesn't matter. I don't know, but let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if you know about any other cases that were not shown on this video. And I totally suggest that people watch that 2020 and look, so you can to see signs. And maybe you see signs in your own child or somebody else's child that could be going through this this situation with the teacher, and they need to be safe. So we have to do whatever we can to keep our children safe. Sadly, there's a lot of predators in the white community, and that's just a fact. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I just want to take a couple seconds to talk about Patreon and just ask for, first, I definitely want to thank everybody that has already supported me on Patreon. I swear all my videos are being demonetized. My AdSense has went from has dropped at least almost 100%. It is almost to zero. I'm not kidding. So I'm gonna keep putting out these videos regardless, because we need to have this avenue, this to get our. I use YouTube to get, you know, my news, and I know there's a lot of different channels that I really enjoy, and we have to keep doing this. We can't just not make content because they're being racially discriminatory, and that's what they're doing, and that's not anything new. But I will leave my link to my Patreon account in the comment section. And if anyone can donate, even like $1 is that's more than nothing. So again, I mean, I know I've said before, but I have to this child to support, and yeah, I don't know. I appreciate any support, you guys. Even just sharing the video. If you guys share these videos, that is really great, because it gets the word out, and I'd rather us reach as many Black people as possible. So if you guys can share on Facebook, Twitter, I can't think of any other. There's more. There's Instagram and a whole bunch of other social media sites that you guys can share the videos on. Please also, if you go and just click like the video, and subscribe. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.